واتقوا الله ويعلمكم الله والله بكل شيء عليم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll be talking about one of the most vital things after the tawfiq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that will aid you when it comes to seeking knowledge. And that is having a schedule. If you don't have a schedule, you won't be able to get anything done. If you can't get anything done, then you won't be able to benefit. And that's the reality. You need to have a schedule in place. Whether you're abroad seeking knowledge, whether you're working 9 to 5 and you're also seeking knowledge, whether you're in uni and you're seeking knowledge as well at the same time, whether you're self-employed and you have your own business and you're seeking knowledge, يعني you're a family man and you're also seeking knowledge, you need to have a schedule, okay? Or يعني family woman, يعني don't want to leave anyone out, and you're taking care of kids, you need to have a schedule. So يعني how do you go about doing this? I'll split it up. I'll talk about, first of all, a person who's abroad seeking knowledge and a person who is in their home country and generally maybe has different things that busy them, but they're also seeking knowledge as well. So if you're abroad and you're seeking knowledge and you're in the Muslim lands, you need to stick to your schedule, okay? Now, when it comes to writing your schedule, first of all, before you've written, before you've structured it and put things in place, write down every single thing you need to get done in that day, right? Hifz of Quran, memorizing the Quran, muraja'at al-Quran, revision of Quran, memorizing mutun, revision of mutun, studying specific sciences, right? Maybe studying Fiqh, Aqeedah, Tawheed, Hadith, Tafseer, Ustadh, Usul, Qawaid, right? Lugha, Nahu, Sarf, okay? So you write it out, you list it. And then on the other side, you write down Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, okay? Right? Now, you're going to wake up the same time for a certain amount of days. 5 days a week, you're going to wake up the same time, okay? Every day. Every day of those 5 days a week, you're going to wake up the same time. It doesn't matter what time Fajr comes in the year. You're going to wake up, let's say, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Okay, let's say 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, you're going to wake up. Okay? Now you have, obviously, space from 5 until Fajr and Fajr until Dhuhr, yeah? And then you have from Dhuhr to Asr, Asr to Maghrib, Maghrib to Isha. Isha till whenever you sleep. Now you're just going to slot each one in within that time period. Okay, so let me give you an example. You wake up at 5, do your Quran, memorize your mutun. Okay, let's say Fajr comes in at 5:30. You wake up at 5. You do your juz of Quran, maybe juz and a half. Make wudu, go to the masjid, pray Fajr, 5:30. 5:30 until your classes start, you have up until 8 o'clock, generally, let's say, okay? 8, 9 o'clock. From that time, you need to go memorize your mutun, go over your mutun, breakfast, shower, and all of that stuff. Maybe a little bit of reading if you can fit that in while you're having breakfast. So stick that in within that time period. Then you go to Jami'ah. Jami'ah is generally between 8 and Dhuhr time, right? After Dhuhr, you go home, have a nap, wake up Asr time. Asr time, now you're going to fill in what else you're going to do, right? Whether it's Quran, studying, all your other stuff. You know best, okay? But make sure every time you fill something in, tick it off or cross it out. After Maghrib, you know what you're going to do. Maybe you're going to set a specific time to eat after Maghrib, maybe after Isha. If it's after Maghrib, you're going to eat, then after Isha, you're going to carry on studying. If it's after Isha, you're going to eat, then after Maghrib, you're going to carry on studying. Okay? Up until a certain time that you sleep in the week. Yeah? Yani, let's say 11 o'clock. Okay? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So make sure you wake up a certain time and you go to sleep at a certain time for at least 5 days of the week. The weekend, it can change up a little bit. Maybe you can get a little bit of rest after Fajr, yani a little bit of rest before Jum'ah. And then the rest of the day, you know what to do. Yani just fill in those time slots with the things that you need to get done. Okay? And one thing I would also add to that is, when it comes to studying, don't study one subject the whole day. Why? Because your concentration level, your concentration won't stay at a certain level for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. You need to split it up. So split it up to maybe 20 to 30 minutes of full concentration. Take a break. Another 20, 30 minutes, then take a break. 20, 30 minutes, take a break. Okay? Then you're going to get more out of your time than you would if you were just studying for 1 hour straight. When in reality, you're only concentrating for 30 minutes, the other 30 minutes, you're not even there. So make sure you take a note of that. Now let's move on to people who are not abroad studying, but have other things that busy them, but are also seeking knowledge. Now, you need to make more of your time, and you need to be more stingy with your time than the person who's abroad. Even though this person abroad needs to be very stingy with their time, because their time over there is limited and they need to try and benefit as much as they can. But you don't have as much time. So you need to make the most of that small amount of time that you have. If this means you're waking up an hour before you generally would, okay, you have to do that. You're staying up an hour later than you generally would, you're going to have to do that. So, let's say you wake up for work 7 o'clock, get back home at 6, you've got other things that busy you after that. Let's say if you can fit in an hour, 2, 3, 4 in the day, okay? If you're lucky, 5, 6 is pushing it, I would say. Then the same thing. Look at the time slot that you have. Look at that list of things that you need to get done. Fit in those things within those time slots. Okay, it's not very difficult. On top of that, look at the times in the day that you have free time, a break. Okay, maybe you have some free time at work, you're not busy. Make use of that time. Go over your Quran, do muraja'ah of some of the mutun that you've memorized, read a book off your phone, right? Download some PDFs on your phone. Or if you can bring an iPad into work, read something. On your way to work, if you're taking public transport, read on your way to work, read on your way back. If you're not, then listen to something on the way there, on the way back. Okay, just before you go to sleep, pick up a kitab. 10 minutes before you go to sleep. If you read something for 10 minutes before you go to sleep every single night, you'll be surprised how many books you can finish, how much you can actually benefit just from those 10 minutes just before you go to sleep. And haqiqatan, a lot of people, they will say, I don't have time. People say they don't have time, but look at your screen time on your phone, right? If your screen time on your phone says that you have been on your phone for 7 hours today, 8 hours, 9, 10, subhanallah, for some people, then in reality you do have time. But it's just that you don't know how to make use of your time. So learn how to make use of your time, and then you will benefit more from your time. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.